Since Tulane is, after their win against Memphis, they are still in the hunt for the conference championship title. They have a possibility of going to the title game. They were in it last year. Um, they are going to be facing FAU this week. They've got a interesting Temple game, and they're heading to Philly for that game. And then they've got Charlotte. So they've got a pretty clear path. This is going to be an interesting look. Now, Florida Atlantic, okay, they're 4-5. They've got Tulane, Yukon, and East Carolina. They do not have a good path to even making a bowl game, but they do have some interesting players. Zach Kitley, it is what it is. Zach Kitley is a brand new head coach. Never been a head coach before. They went 3-9 last year under Tom Herman, legendary Tom Herman. 4-8 the year before that. They 5-7 year before that. 5-7 year before that. 5-4. Okay, they had a winning season by going 5-4. They went 11-3 when they were in the Conference USA. It has been a while since they've actually been decent. Tom Herman's years went badly for both Tom Herman and FAU. So I'm looking at this game. Could this be something interesting? Well, he's already one game more. Zach Kitley's already one game more this season than what they had last year. So, but I don't think they want to rest on their laurels. So they're probably looking at Tulane and going, hey, here's an opportunity to shock somebody in their home field. Do I think they could? No, but it's could be if things worked right. I didn't think Tulane could beat Memphis at home, but hey, you saw what happened. So let's take a look at this game. If you like AAC football, if you like college football, hit subscribe. It really helps me out. It really does. So if you could do me that favor. So let's get into this game. Hey folks, this is Paul with Redneck Sports. I want to thank you for viewing my video. And I want to give you one thought process. There was a famous coach at the University of Tennessee by the name of General Robert Nealon. He had 6 maxims, but number 2 maxim is what everybody should apply to their life. Play for and make the breaks. When one comes your way, score. That's how to live your life right there. Now, the Florida Atlantic Hootie Hoos are the visitors. We seriously, there's like only one other team of Owls, I think it is, and they need to be brought into the American. So, Caden Beltcamp is the QB1. He's 246 to 373. He's got a 66% completion rate with 2,596 yards. He's thrown 20 touchdown passes, but he's also thrown 11 interceptions. He's been sacked 16 times. They need to that offensive line is horrific. They've got a couple other quarterbacks that are interesting. They've got a total of 2,914 yards through the air. Now, rushing though, Jamari Sands, 72 carries, 337 yards, but no touchdowns. I don't understand. He doesn't get to the end zone. They got 925 yards on the ground and only 8 touchdowns. But you've got to do this carry that averages 4.7 yards a carry, but he can't get into the end zone. 37-yard long run. Caden Shields Dutton, 53 carries, 300 yards, 5.7 yard average, 50 yards, got 4 touchdowns. Xavier Terrell's got a touchdown. Caden Belkamp's got 2. Jay-Sean Platt's got 1, all on the ground. Now, if they can open up their run game, that could be interesting. But their offensive line also needs to tighten up a little bit. Now, through the air, they got 24 touchdowns, like I said. Easton Messer has got 4 touchdowns. He's got 74 catches, 714 yards, 55-yard long run. Jay-Sean Platt has got 4 touchdowns, 36 catches, 585 yards, got a 48-yard long run. Assad Wasim's got 5 touchdowns, 39 catches, 496 yards, 44-yard long run. Dominique Henry and Jabari Smith and Michael Church, all three have 3 touchdowns. So their air game is amazing. Now on the defensive side, they've got 19 sacks on opposing quarterbacks. That's eh. They got 30 pass deflections though, but only 2 interceptions. So they can get to the ball, but they're not able to control it. That's something that needs to be worked on. Now here's something that I find a little weak. They've only got 5 forced fumbles and 4 fumble recoveries. They need to work on their defensive line. They need to work on their offensive line. Now, Tyler Stolsky's got 69 tackles, 1 sack, 1 pass deflection. Leon Hart. Now, look, these are linebackers. 62 tackles, 1 sack, 1 pass deflection, 1 forced fumble. Dillion Williams. Now, here's the part that's kind of bad. Top 6 tacklers, 6 of them are safety. Your safety should not be doing this much work. Dillion Williams got 51 tackles, 3 pass deflections. Chris Keys, another safety, 33 tackles, 1 pass deflection, 1 interception. I'm looking at this and I'm going, your safeties are working too much. Your defensive line's not working near enough. Your offensive line, I don't even know what they're doing. And I mean, they've got a total of, yeah, they've only got 16 sacks for the year. But honestly, with who they've been facing, but now penalty wise, they're not that disciplined. They got 63 penalties, 543 yards, averaging 60 yards a game. I'm looking at this FAU team. Zach Kitley's got a pretty good team going. They can get wherever they want when it comes through the air, but their rushers are not doing what they need to do. They've got one dude that can do a breakout, Caden Shields Dutton. Jamari Sands not bad with the 37-yard long run, but you're really looking at they need to tighten up in some spots, and others they just need to actually do their job. But Caden Beltcamp is somebody who's been doing amazingly for them. Now, Tulane Greenway, Jake Retzlaff, 146 and 241. He's 60.6 completion rate, got 1,954 yards, thrown 10 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, only been sacked 6 times. Now, his backup, Brendan Sullivan, does have 2 touchdown passes, but he's also got 2 interceptions, and he's been sacked twice. Now, Jake Retzlaff's also the leading rusher. 87 carries, 556 yards, got 10 touchdowns. Gavin Gordon, 89 for 394, 4 touchdowns. Zavary Mobley has got 34 carries, 171 yards, 2 touchdowns. They got 16 touchdowns on the ground. Through the air, they got the 13. Chaz Preston, 25 for 414, 65-yard long run, 3 touchdowns. They got some dudes, 1 and 2. I mean, it's not a bad offense, but they are honestly, seriously, you look at this and you're like, they've just not been able to get motivated to score until last week. Um, Now on the defensive side, they got 21 sacks on opposing quarterbacks. That's not that much better than FAU. They do have 31 pass deflections and 7 interceptions. Only 4 forced fumbles and 5 fumble recoveries. Uh, Jack, the dude I can't ever pronounce his name. It's Kinchu. He's got 55 tackles, 1 sack, 2 pass deflections, 1 interception. Bailey Despani, another safety. Both these are safeties. I don't like that. That means they're getting, like I said, they're getting in secondary. 49 tackles, 3 pass deflections. Chris Rogers, the linebacker, 42 tackles, 2 sacks, 1 pass deflection. It's, I'm looking at this team, their defense, all honesty, they've got a lot of weaknesses on this Tulane team. And I'm glad that they beat Memphis, but I'm looking at this. Their defense has got a lot of weaknesses. Guess what? Got a decent pass defense, but their defensive line's barely doing anything. They've at least got a decent offensive line, but that's because Retzlaff is a rushing quarterback. I mean, and yeah, there are other players that are getting time with the ball on the rushing side, but they're not scoring that much. And when you look at their penalties, you're looking at 71 penalties, 617 yards, 68 yards a game. This is really not a disciplined team. John Summerall is a good coach. He really is. They all I've heard about what's going on with this Tulane coaching staff, they're a cohesive unit. And Retzlaff is an amazing player. Gavin Gordon, great player. Chaz Preston, great player. Their defense is subpar, but they're still doing what they need to do to win. I mean, they are 7-2, and the only two teams that beat them. It, honestly, one being Ole Miss, which you've seen what Ole Miss is doing, but UTSA beating them, that shouldn't have happened if they were of a better caliber. That's why they still haven't passed. They even though that they beat Memphis, I don't think that they're power rated better than Memphis in a lot of ways. Should Tulane win this game? Yes. It's at home. They've got slightly better players. I think the coaching staff is more cohesive. I'm not saying anything against Zach Kitley. It's a more cohesive unit. They've been together better. John Summerall's built a great program there. Yes, I'm going to say that Tulane's going to win this game. Let me look here. They're supposed to win by 16 and a half. I think that could happen. But can FAU win? Yeah. If they get the run game done correctly, if the run game actually decides to do their job and their offensive line decides to do their job, yeah, I think that they can beat Tulane. And that would be a shock to a lot of people. This is a team that has an offensive line that can't hold water that well, and a run game that, for some reason, they're scared of the end zone. But FAU could decide, hey, we're wanting to go to a bowl game and we've got to win. We've got 3 games left. And in all honesty, I don't know if Tulane could handle them if they got that motivated. But I don't know if they're going to be that motivated or not. Tulane's a good team. It's got its weaknesses, but I mean only they've got they're only got 2 defeats. They're going to a bowl game. They're in the contention for the title. FAU's going to have to step up their game and actually want to win this game. This has been Paul with Redneck Sports. Y'all have a good day now. Bye.
I want to thank you for watching my video. And if you like what you saw, like, subscribe, and comment. Y'all have a good day now.